Now a two-time Pro Bowler coming off a big year, Saquon Barkley. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. On the run, it's Campbell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Throwing, Jones. He's got this into the hands of Barkley coming across the field. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Okay, here we go.
Now Jones apparently a little unsure of everything here, so he steps back and signals for timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
After a couple of seasons of battling injuries, the former number 2 overall pick returned to Pro Bowl form with over 1,300 yards and 10 touchdowns. Just as important, played 16 games and handled over 350 touches, essentially carrying the Giants offense.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley, rolling to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now Jones. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 16. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 3 from the 9. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And Barkley did not get there. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
On 4th down, Jones. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trey McBride, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Giant defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. There's some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Got a man, it's McBride complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivered.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Now inside the 25. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete to McBride. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A'Shawn Robinson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Biggest. Buzz. Move. 2.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth. 13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jackson to return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a toss right to Barkley. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Calling a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Jones now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here we go. Hey.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 1.
Back to throw. Jones looking for Shepard deep. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Gano the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Murray changing the play.
Hey, Ace. Whoa.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. With it is Jackson. Oh, what a move.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. Here's Campbell. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Outside.
The pitch goes to Barkley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
Okay, here we go. North salad.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Go cutter. Great. Let's go.
Jones throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this Cardinal deep. The goal line stand. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Shotgun now from Murray.
He'll get this to counter underneath.
And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray flushed out right. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 41. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Go, Warner.
And that last penalty makes his third down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. Murray to air it out again. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore as time expires in the first half. And the Cardinals are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football,
both of these coaching staffs feverishly making their final plans for the second half. One of these two teams is going to get their first win. And for the call, let's kick it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going. And
there he goes left side. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 35-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw, it's Murray. Oh, Pascal able to haul that one in. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Pascal, 35 yards. And the Cardinals have cut it back within a score. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead will shrink to 6. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20.
58 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Jones from the gun on third down. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Hodgins in motion.
They're going to try and throw.
And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun, Jones.
He'll find Hodgins there, complete.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. We'll get this out to Barkley, complete. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the 3rd quarter. Another big play right there.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Gano's kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
This offense on third down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Murray off play action. And that is incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Dancing to his left. And that's caught inside the 35. He may go. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cards have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Prater for the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general and the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Looking for Campbell downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A big play there for the Giants. 74 yards. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Jones will try and run with it.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down. So out of the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. Gano's kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Murray going to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Bobby McCain. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. He'll buy some time right.
Now this is into the hands of Campbell downfield.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now a turn and a give to Barkley. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Cardinals are right back in this football game.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now this series could very well determine our outcome. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Play fake. Murray. And this one's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Escaping the pressure right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field, so he's looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard.
Now Murray's got to have this one. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught, and that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Gano now to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
This is 1st and 10.
Come back.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here's 2nd down.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. He's going to let it fly.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
On play action, it's Murray. Hard throw, incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go.
Murray sets to throw on 4th.
And that's complete to Brown. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Cardinals are back within a score.
Extra point good by Prater. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Jones.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
Gano for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Giants 40, Cardinals 28.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
Hey! Big Ace open.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's got McBride. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
From the gun, Murray. And this is caught. It's Brown. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Hollywood Brown was not in theater as part of his debut season in Arizona, missing 5 games and crossing just 700 yards. We'll see if a regime change is what gets Brown back over 1,000 yards and to that next gear beyond. Good play there to pick up the first.
He's going to look deep for more. And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown. Now Prater to add the PAT. And this is back to a 5-point game. So with 40 seconds left, we'll see the onside kick. If they've ever needed one to go their way, it's now. And this will be recovered by the Giants. And that ought to just about do it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Go River! Go River!
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. He's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Here's Jones to throw.
And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Trying! And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. B.J. Ojulari in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Jets, It was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa